So let's talk about the rappers. Let's get into the rappers. So this guy asks, do you have any advice on booking shows if I'm an unknown rapper? Like, what's your advice? What should be the first things I should do?
Okay, the best bet when you unknown goes back to everything I say. Know your market again and network with other artists. So a lot of times because we dream to be the biggest in the world, I get it. We tend to look too far up at the current moment. There's nothing wrong with that, but you got to know it yet. So once you know your market, and I've done this too when I came in Vegas. Like I literally came in Vegas and built the fan base and built local, like I've been living here forever. So you want to connect to another community. So if you connect to other artists that have similar brands, similar focus, a lot of times they'll end up booking you on their shows. And then eventually you start to meet a show promoter there. And then they want to book you on their shows. And then you kind of work your way up and then you start booking them on your shows. And then you make a whole ecosystem of artists that's booking each other. That's the easiest way that doesn't take a lot of money to do. Is just to network with other artists, preferably similar artists, and then a lot of times they'll put you on their shows, and then you return the favor, and vice versa. I'll say that.
How do you do? This is a question I'm just gonna throw out here. So it sounds simple, right? But there are artists that's like, I'm not trying to collab with you. You don't have you don't have the numbers. You don't. So how should artists, a rapper specifically, because this was a rapper that said it. How do you go about getting through the no's and the rejections because you don't have a name yet, you don't have a fan base, you don't have the numbers? What's your advice on dealing with the rejection of people and just collaborations when you're trying to build and climb?
The easiest way I'll say is that's why I say mess with people around your level. There's less likely because we feel the same pain. We're less likely going to be all jaded and act all funny. But the best to maximize that, build yourself before you even start asking people. So to go back to the earlier question, do those online collaborations. I'm literally just saying what I've done. Do those online collaborations, knowing your niche, do those interviews, do those podcasts. And then eventually, let's say you get to a point where you got 10,000 followers. Now you can mess with people within that range. And a lot of times they won't be funny. If y'all around the same range, you're still going to get some no's, but it'll decrease it way less likely. A lot of times artists get no's because they go too big. Like Drake don't want to hit me up, even though I'm the best rapper ever. Drake don't want to work with me, right? So you have to mess with people around your level, but build yourself up first. I mean, at the end of the day, don't nobody want to do business with nobody that ain't got nothing to do business with. So build yourself up with those earlier strategies I told you, and then you go network, and then most likely it'll decrease your nose.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like even for this interview series that I'm doing, you actually have a bigger following than me actually on Instagram, I believe. Yeah. And that's okay. But guess what? I didn't care. I was like, he's doing amazing things. And someone told me about your platform because I was connected. And they were like, yo, you need to reach out to Eric because he's doing amazing. I was just like, okay, I'm going to reach out. I didn't care if you said yes or no, but I was like, I'm going to reach out because you just never know. And if he has value, that's exactly what my brand is doing, is highlighting people like Eric. So, I mean, why not be on it? You know what I mean?
We're doing it indirectly too. So, we're practicing what we preach. So,
yeah. So
I ain't going back. Popping bottles every show night. Married to the money. Being broke, that be my old wife. I ain't going back off to my old life. I ain't going back off to my old life. Stop until we poppin' and you know who we